Hello everybody, my name's Ryan and I'm a driving instructor. You've probably seen my videos, things like bad driving, or you've probably seen things where I've shown you around test routes. Those are real, those test routes. Those test routes are done by real people. I have to take the audio out for some reason about data protection, probably protection of the actual driving instructors, driving examiners, driving people, maybe the students, things like that. But they said I can't record the audio. So what I've got to do instead is I've got to put subtitles on or something like that. And, well, doing a voiceover would be near impossible, because then I'm just copying the information that they've already said. So I'm not going to put a voiceover on. I'm just going to stick to putting maybe the odd subtitle if somebody has failed, or maybe there's a talking point on the video that somebody's mentioned in the comments. But I didn't really come here to talk about driving videos. I came here to talk about this industry that I'm in, driving instruction. The money's brilliant, no doubt about it. The money's amazing. The journey to get here, though, well, that's a whole different story. I've been doing this 3 years and I started in the middle of COVID. So when I started in the middle of COVID, of course, disruption. Lots of disruption. Lots of breaking my training and lots of breaks in trying to get me certification and things like that. When I finally did get my certification, which is made up of 3 parts: a theory test, a practical driving test, and then part 3, which is an assessment by an examiner, then it took me a couple of goes. Apparently this is normal, that it takes you a couple of goes to have a little go and pass this test. The thing is, you're self-employed, do your own taxes, and even though you do your own taxes and you look after yourself and you plan yourself, that's probably some people's get out clause. They can't really do the planning. The planning is very difficult. Some people feel that the last bit, the part 3, is the difficult bit. Well, it isn't really. Part 3 is not all that bad. What is difficult is when you get reassessed 3 years later, not 6 months later, after doing numerous sessions with another trainer, because you've forgotten how to teach how to drive. But I haven't forgotten how to teach how to drive. I know how to do that. I'm a driving instructor. Surely I know that already. So why is it then we do a standards check? That's what I've kind of been asking myself. Guy gets in your car, 45 minutes, makes an assessment with a pupil in your car, and it's a points-based system, one which is a bit messed up, if I'm completely honest. The reason I'm sort of recording this for everybody is because I just failed mine. People fail things, so what? Except it's the way that I failed it. I thought I'd fitted majority of the criteria. I was never going to get a high grade. I was never going to get an A. I know that. I know that I'm never going to get an A. But this one, I genuinely thought I'd done it. I thought I'd passed. Thought I'd done really well. Passed it. Dead easy. Yeah, let's continue. Let's do another test in a year or whatever. Get a grade B. Get 31 points on my sheets. When I started looking at my sheet, and he comes in, he gets in my car, and it's very quiet, and it's all very secretive. Why is it very secretive? He winds my window up on the door. Winds my window up. It's like as if it's some sort of secret club. And he's whispering away, and he's whispering away, and I'm trying to hear what he's saying to me. And it's not that I'm hard of hearing, it's just an odd thing to do. He's whispering away, and he's telling me that I failed, and he's telling me all the points that I did wrong, and it's all very negative, and it's even more negative, and it's even more negative, even more negative, even more negative. Why is it negative? Why is it that bad? Why is this test so bad? It's quite easy, really. You're self-employed, so you have to do your own training. Do your own training with an audit instructor, but I know how to teach, don't I? I'm a driving instructor. I don't need any more training, surely. And this is where the whole thing sort of falls apart. Why don't driving instructors have, like what the bus and truck drivers do, CPC, where they go in, sit in a classroom for a day, pay 150 quid with 7 other idiots. That's what everybody is. Everybody's an idiot. And what they do is they'll discuss about a topic, about trying to fix things, because nobody actually really tells you how to fix things. And all you're really doing is you're trying to teach them how to pass a driving test and how to drive. And often that driving style is your style. It's nobody else's style. It's just your style. It's the way that you drive the car. And that isn't regulated. There's nobody sharing something saying, well, you know what we can do here is we can tell people, we can tell a load of instructors on the same day that we can tell them how to properly teach roundabouts. Well, don't know how to do that. I'm a driving instructor. Well, according to this examiner, no, apparently not. Apparently I'm not doing correctly. And what irks me even more is that the pass is a 31 pointer. I got 27 because I didn't repeat a corner. What do you mean I didn't repeat a corner? Compulsory. Yes, but that turn, they didn't do this and they didn't do that. And I thought, yeah, this sucks. I actually fixed the client's problem. I fixed the client's problem because they were running wide all the time, because what they were doing is kind of not really looking at the road. They were just constantly trying to stare into the mirrors. Yeah, but according to the examiner, who judges me for 45 minutes, based on the whole of the 3 years that I've been doing it, he said I wasn't suitable. And some of those categories, he gave me ones in, and quite a lot. I disagree with that. I fulfilled the criteria, and he still marked me ones. He gave me a 1 for non-discriminatory. I know. I'll even put it up on screen. I'll put the sheet on screen to show you. It's available on the DVSA website if you really, really want to look. And you look through that list and you go, this can't possibly work. What bothers me the most is, though, that this guy who teaches me, takes me out, for 45 minutes to judge if I'm a suitable driving instructor. What he says is, after 45 minutes that you failed, that, oh, well, you get to go again. They'll send you an email, 12 weeks, and pretty much at that point you're saying, what's the point? What's the point in this system? Why are you filling this sheet out by hand? And it looks so neat. It looks like it was pre-written, because he was only in the test centre for 3 minutes. Because it looked preempted. The result looked preempted. As soon as he saw me, it looked preempted, as if he'd already filled out ones. I don't know a way of proving that. I could make a complaint to the DVSA. Oh, that's a good idea. Make a complaint to the DVSA. The DVSA is a government body run by civil servants who don't care. There's a whole new video probably going to come on the whole failings of the DVSA, including their chief executive, maybe another time when I can be bothered to film it. But this standards check, this is what I've been working on. I've been working on this for a while. I've been watching all the videos. I watched different people's YouTube videos for it. I got a bit of training myself. Maybe I chose the wrong people. Or maybe I didn't practice the area. Maybe I should rehearse it like an actor on a film stage, and I literally do the same lesson over and over and over again for 45 minutes so I can pass it. But then I don't know if I'm doing that correctly, because the examiner might want to see something else that I cannot provide for him. I don't really know 100% who watches the watcher. Who grades that examiner? Does he sit with a load of other examiners in a car and say, oh, well, I thought this driving instructor did really well, and I thought he didn't do so well, and I thought he didn't fit the criteria? It's very, very much like that. This industry needs to change. This industry needs to introduce maybe an annual day training session. I think most instructors will probably agree with that they probably need more guidance. You shouldn't be seeking out people that can instruct you, that are also self-employed and audit trained. You shouldn't be having to do that to pass a test which you're already working at. Yeah, do they do that with plumbers? I don't really know. They definitely don't do it with bricklayers and bus drivers. They do it with them, CPC. For the driving jobs, taxis do some stuff like that. Taxis are self-employed. Why don't they do regular testing? I think they probably do they? Somebody will probably tell me. You think of all the other industries where you don't get regulated? Not really. But this one absolutely should be. I've got no problem with the way that it's done. I've got no problem with the way the testing system. I think I've got a problem with the organisation. That's a whole new video coming for another day with the organisation, because they are really bad. I haven't got to pass rates and stuff, but they're pretty terrible. Anyway, I think I've said enough. Did it all in one take. Hey! Wasn't really scripted, just made it up on the spot. Just me ranting about how bad the test is, how bad the examiner is, how bad the examiner whispered to me and decided to preempt all these gradings. He might not have done. He might just be an arse. Probably is an arse. Who cares? I'm not bothered. I'll go for it again. Anyway, if you like what I do, keep like, subscribe. I don't know, what is it? Some people promote shit. Don't know. If you like what I do, though, tell us. Tell us in the comments. I'll probably edit this down. I might not. I might just upload it. Thanks for watching.